I'm Travis.
I'm Chase.
And this is Cinetalks. And this week it is...
Superman. Can't do too much of that. It might be copyrighted. I don't know.
Oh, man. Dude, oh, man. I really... Golly, I want to talk about the music now because I loved the music.
Is a great starting point.
Yeah, it was so, it was reminiscent, but so good. Oh, man, we're going to get to that. I'm excited to talk about this movie. This was really, I really liked it. So this is Superman from 2025. 83 on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics, and then a 90% from the people. A little bit of a throwback, the original Superman, 1978, 88 from the critics, and 86 from the people. Just tying it back to the original, both of these films really good. And the middle child, Man of Steel is good too. Man of Steel is
my favorite, Man of Steel. Love you.
I do like this movie better than Man of Steel.
I do as well, yes.
But it's a different movie. It's a different movie.
Yes.
It's a different feel. This whole universe, I feel, it's going to feel different. It's going to be different. And that's fine.
Yes. It should have multiple tones, actually. From
Yes.
what James Gunn has discussed, it won't always be brightly lit colors, hunky-dory. They'll explore some different topics. So I think it'll be a fun universe that they're starting out with here. And I think I'm excited for it.
And for a cinematic universe to have different tones, I think is correct because life does.
Yes.
Art imitates life, and that's what this is.
Because when you think about it, one of the biggest complaints for Marvel is just it started to get a little cookie cutter-ish. And I think a good way to avoid that with James Gunn starting out new with DC is don't have them be the same tone every time. Have them be a little different. Let them be unique. And I think that'll help the longevity of it and just the overall storytelling of it all.
Yeah, because there's so many different routes you can go.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to do a Clayface movie that might not be for all audiences.
I've heard that one leads more into the spooky horror aspect, yes.
Yeah. That's
see.
part of the cinematic universe, also part of our world, but that's over here. And then you have Superman, which is country boy, trying to do the right thing.
Just the embodiment of hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a character. It's wonderful.
Yeah. That's a little bit of a Snyder cutback too. This means hope. They didn't do any of that.
Yeah, that might have been a Snyder original, honestly. I don't know. I haven't ever looked that up.
I don't know. I'm good with it. I mean,
it's cool, but a little on the nose, too.
Maybe a little bit. I got to tell you, so this is a little bit of the merch we got.
Yes.
I got to tell you that I really love your cup. Does the cape flow? Dude, this is...
the cape, it's got some flexibility to it, but it's kind of rigid on there. There goes the keychain. No, you're good.
I thought that might be... Oh, dude, all of this is cool.
Oh,
I keep throwing it on my iPad. Yeah, so this is like silicone. This actually, it all feels kind of rubbery.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't dropping
it's got a nice texture to it.
Man, so this was AMC?
Yes, AMC. I went to the IMAX in Little Rock. If you ever want the closest thing to the biggest screen you can find, Little Rock AMC is the place to go here in Central Arkansas.
Dude, this is actually really cool. This
usually very expensive,
definitely
though.
wins the cup battle.
My wallet kind of hurt. And then I'm showing my nerdness here, folks, but I have a Green Lantern ring from the movie.
Okay, I have not looked at that yet.
I have a card that came with
that
it.
thing
It's
is
an
so
authentic
cool.
piece of jewelry. I'm a nerd, I know. I earned my nerd card with this ring, okay? But Green Lantern is my favorite DC character.
That thing is really
I
cool
had
looking.
to collect it, folks, and it's pretty sick. I'm very happy.
Well, if you got some nerd money you're looking to spend, that thing's actually pretty solid. It's really cool looking.
Folks, this was like only $40.
What?
For a movie replica?
That's not bad.
With a certificate of authenticity, this was a steal. I've seen some of the Marvel replicas, folks, because I have those as well, of course. The Infinity Gauntlet cost me like $100, and I can't even snap with it. This goes up and down. But I mean, this was really good, and it's solid material. It's metal. It's not all plastic. It's a solid piece of merch, folks. I was very pleased with it. They did good with this.
So it's not plastic. It's metal for $40.
Yeah, it's metal.
Wow, that's really cool.
And they had different sizes too, so you could make it a daily wear if you really wanted to dedicate.
So cool.
I don't go that far, folks, but I mean, you really could if you wanted to.
Oh my gosh. So my expectation coming into Superman, I'll say, really wasn't a ton. I didn't love Snyderverse stuff. I've come around to respect it for what it was. But I really wasn't a fan of it. I really wanted to like it, but So back in the 90s, Batman and Superman were way bigger. DC animated features, DC animated movies, like even now DC animated movies are better. They're so good. Plug for those. Those are
Yes.
amazing.
I haven't watched all of those, but the ones I have,
those are
top-notch.
those are really, really, really
if you're wanting to
good.
dive in more to DC Comics and you don't really want to read comics, DC Animated is a good starting.
Yeah,
point.
they're great. They're 90 minutes, and they go through some really
Some
good
of the
comics.
better storylines. Yeah.
Yeah, those are so great. Good plug for those.
Yes.
Those are amazing. So they tried to copy some of those storylines, like the Batman versus Superman line, and as I said in the 90s, like the Batman TV series and like all of that, and the Superman and the Justice League and all of that was really big when I was growing up. So Marvel really wasn't all that big in the 90s to mid 2000s. Really not until Iron Man was it big. It's for this next generation, I would say Gen Z, is like it was a little bit bigger for y'all than it was for us. But Superman and Batman were the thing for us. So I would always consider myself more of a DC fan before the Marvel Universe did so well. So when those movies kind of took on a different tone and also rushed, they rushed to catch up with Marvel. They just did.
Oh yeah.
So all that to say, I am a huge Superman and Batman fan. And I think this brought this back to that original cartoon for me, that 90s cartoon for me, that this Superman felt like that Superman. The colors felt like that. Mm-hmm. It didn't feel so dark and gritty. It was it's a royal blue, not a dark navy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I think even the use of those two colors shows the difference in the feels that they were going for here. It's just like this realistic, this gritty, this General Zod thing, because Superman 2, like Christopher Reeves, that movie is awesome too. So bringing back to all of that, they go to that first. But this movie takes place 3 years in, and we also get Crypto, which is
Crypto. Crypto.
Crypto's crazy. We talked about this a little bit in our favorite movie of the year so far,
Yes.
but dog adoptions went up 500%. Crypto's awesome. Crypto cannot read the room though.
Oh, Crypto.
Oh, in the beginning of the movie,
You hate him, but you also love him.
Oh man.
I mean, Superman put it best. It's like, he's not even that good of a dog. He's just kind of a foster situation. Like, he didn't even like the dog really, but that's just Superman. He was willing to look after the dog still.
No, he looked after the dog, and and nearly threw that desk through the window. Restraint, very much restraint, because to not put your hands on Luthor. As mad as Superman was in that moment, was like, oh, he's unhinged. He's asking you broke into my home and stole my dog, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're underestimating. That desk should have flown through the window with ease. With Superman throwing it, he was definitely holding back. I'm sure Lex had some good glass on his office. He's one of the smartest men in this universe.
I bet.
But I mean, Superman, he could have busted through that with the desk, no problem. That was some self-restraint, if I've ever seen it for Superman, yes.
What was your expectation going into this?
So, I was a huge fan of the Snyder stuff.
Okay.
But I was also, I could read the writing on the wall. It was time for a reboot, a time for a restart, something to hopefully gather most of the fans back together under one umbrella. And so I was very excited for it, but I had high expectations for it, having loved Man of Steel and what Zack Snyder did. So I was very hopeful for it, and it delivered for me.
This movie hits a little bit on the political climate, but one thing that I want to say about these movies in Snyderverse versus like James Gunn and what he's building and all, like what DC is now, it is okay to have two different things. And like a little of both.
Yeah.
You do not have to be, these are movies. You do not have to be on an extreme like island alone, like, oh, I like a little bit of that, but I hate it because I'm in this camp. That's not how life has to work.
No.
Like, whether you want to believe it or not, there are positives and negatives in everything.
Yeah.
There's balance to be found, and this is just about movies, but like the way the internet got their pitchforks out is just tough. And it's okay to have something like, even if you like Snyderverse, it's okay to have something about this that you like. If you like it, you don't have to not say it. just because you're in another camp. It's okay to. It's like, oh well, I really like that too. It's like if you're a Cowboys fan, it's okay to say that that the quarterback for the Eagles did a good job.
Yeah.
You don't have to hate him because he's on another team.
And the same vein goes for you Marvel fanboys out there. Just because you've grown up with Marvel, because like we've established, Marvel had hit its high for the Gen Zers. You can like DC too. You don't have to stay in just the
You
Marvel
can have
camp.
both. That's the cool thing.
My friend group that I went with to go see it for the first time, most of them would not have considered themselves huge DC fans. And it brought me so much joy when we walked out of that theater from the first showing and they were all like, oh my gosh, this was amazing. I can't wait to learn more about DC. My Marvel friends were excited about DC. I finally had people to talk about DC with. It was great.
Because you can have both stories.
Yes,
you don't
can.
have to just have one.
Both have told amazing stories, and it's okay to like both. It's actually very beneficial because you get to enjoy twice the amount of stories.
So many stories.
Oh, my word. Yeah.
So many good stories.
So many good stories.
No, love a good story. So speaking of stories, we'll dive into this one a little bit. What so start out, so Superman 3 years and hasn't lost a battle. Mm-hmm. He loses against the Hammer of Bolivia, and then enter Crypto, who's kind of like, stop it, you're hurting me.
Yeah.
You go from that, you get to see a really cool Fortress of Solitude.
I love the design of it. It is so stunning. The way he used the crystals and stuff. And
ooh, you got the robots.
And the reflective. Oh, the robots were great. Apparently that was a callback to like an old cartoon or something maybe.
Yeah, and the comic
I've never
books
heard of the Superman robots before.
Nope.
I thought that was a fun little addition.
Nope, they were a thing. So was Crypto. Like, we have a lot of like Superman universe things in this that is just, it's great. And they didn't have to start, we didn't have to have origin story here.
Yeah.
We start 3 years in, but it still didn't rush bringing us back. It's like, oh, Ma and Pa are calling because I have a good article. Like bringing back to like, dude who has good parents. And not everyone has to be Batman or Tony Stark. Not everyone has to have bad parents.
Or no parents.
Or no parents. That's a Lego Batman. Darkness.
Oh,
no parents.
That's a callback right there. Love that.
Oh, man. So, okay, we have the Hammer of Bolivia at that point. Let's see. What else?
I do have a fun bit on the Hammer of Bolivia.
Okay.
So, David Cornsweet, the actor who plays Superman, actually voiced that too. Okay. Spoiler alert, that is Ultraman, who is also a Superman clone.
Oh, yeah.
But they actually got the actual actor to do a fake Moravian accent. There's a fun little behind-the-scenes clip that I saw where they're like, just do a fake accent for the Hammer of Bolivia. He's like, and then he just started doing it, and it was like, I just kind of voiced him too, which it makes sense because his character was doing it, but like it was just kind of funny. He's like, I just made up an accent and did it. They were like, okay, sure, we'll go with it.
Well, and Ultraman was a callback to another universe Superman. There was another universe where Superman was bad, and he wasn't Superman, he was Ultraman. So that was a little bit of a callback to that, which was pretty cool.
And there's also the fan theory he could become Bizarro because he goes into the black hole, and it
that's a good
the river
villain.
that they was flowing in, it was all pixelated cubes, and from Bizarro's world, Earth is a cube, and so the theory is that he goes to the black hole to the other Earth and becomes Bizarro, which is basically like Superman's opposite.
I really like.
And that could be
haven't gotten a
fun, interesting thing later on down the road.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a Bizarro yet. That would be a really good villain. That'd be a really cool villain.
Because he has a cool look too. He's like a zombified looking Superman almost.
Yeah, that's actually.
I think the S is like literally reversed on his suit too.
It is.
It's just a reverse of Superman, and it's really. I think it'd be interesting to learn more about for sure.
No, comes back with a vendetta against Luthor a little bit.
Oh yeah,
I love that. I love that a lot.
Oh,
that's a great idea. So we meet the Justice Gang.
The Justice Gang.
We meet Guy Gardner.
Green Lantern Corps. Yeah.
I think I was going to say Snyder's not. I think James Gunn does this really well, where he takes characters that aren't that super well known and brings them into a universe and grows their characters to where you love them. Because I think Guy Gardner was a little bit in The Brave and the Bold. is an animated TV series.
I would say he's definitely a deeper cut of well-known lanterns
He
to
is.
have chosen from.
Definitely a deeper cut.
But I feel like it was also intentional because he didn't want a namesake lantern.
Yeah, Hal
in a
Jordan,
Superman movie. He
Jon
just wanted
Stewart.
a lantern to introduce just the idea of the lanterns again, harkening back to the 2011 movie. For those of you who remember,
No.
I still got a little bit of love for it because it introduced me to Green Lantern, but not the best movie.
Also, if you want to, since we're talking about DC, if you're wanting a good origin story for the Green Lanterns, DC animated First Flight, great origin for Hal Jordan. Great.
I don't know why, but I haven't checked that out yet. I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's
now.
so that's like an earlier one, but it's really good. It gives you the Sinestro background, Yellow Ring, like all of that. Does it all really well. To I forget, was it Abin Sur? Have him coming to Earth, the Ring choosing Hal, training, like pretty much all of Ryan Reynolds' movie except for good.
And since we're on the subject real quick, they are doing a lantern show in this new universe, and Guy Gardner will reprise his role, or Nathan Fillion will reprise his role as Guy Gardner, and he'll be introducing Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, two of the biggest names for the Green Lanterns, for those of you who know. It's been an HBO series, not a movie, but if you've seen the Penguin show, that did really good. And HBO, they're known for good quality of a show, so I'm excited, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
As a major Green Lantern fan, when that was the most excited project that I was announced. So we'll see how it goes. But if you like lanterns and want to learn more, there's more coming, and there's plenty out there to go check out now.
Well, we haven't gotten a live action Jon Stewart yet, so I'm really excited about that.
Me too.
I want to see, because Jon Stewart really was more so the Green Lantern of my generation, because Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, it was Jon Stewart. It was not Hal Jordan. So for me, that's more of Green Lantern.
And embarrassingly, like I said, the 2011 movie was my introduction to that character. So I'm big on Hal Jordan, but I just love the idea of if you're creative, you can create anything with the power of a Green Lantern ring.
No. It's so
and
cool.
The possibilities are endless. And just as a little kid, that excited me. I was like, oh, I've got a wild, cool kid imagination. I can do so much with the Green Lantern ring. And it just made me fall in love with the character.
And you can see how basic Guy Gardner is with some of his designs. Or just,
But I want to touch on that, though. So for those of you who know Green Lantern lore, a lot of times your constructs visibly stem from your ring. And we see that a lot in this movie. But at the end fight, if you noticed, when he was doing all the cool fists and stuff hitting this from up in the ground, none of that stemmed from his ring by a direct line of sight. That's
cool.
how powerful Guy Gardner is. And he's not even the best Green Lantern out there. He was able to make constructs not directly stemming from his ring.
That's cool.
And Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart are supposed to be even more powerful and in tune with their rings. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Because all over that battlefield, he was just popping up constructs, but there was no clear visible line. But earlier in the movie, like when he did the oven mitts, there was 2 clear visible lines from his ring to those huge oven mitts. Because a lot of times it stems from your ring. So that was a cool thing I just noticed as a huge fan. I was like, he is powerful because these constructs are not visibly tying to his ring.
Hey, hot girl, I made oven mitts.
Oh, that was
That's
a
so
fun
funny.
scene. She's just yelling at him to do something. He's like, I put oven mitts on it. What are you talking about? And then the contraption he made to poke the eye. I love when it cut to that person on the ground with their phone. They just look visibly disgusted. I'm like, that's probably what my face looks like right now, because I was like, that is just nasty.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just poking at the eye.
I think as it should be. Why is it the townspeople in all these movies we watch are the dumbest people ever? Like no one, like Guy Gardner shows up, we meet him, he's like, and he just looks, it's like he knows how dumb these people are. He's just looking around, he's like, clear the
First thing he
area.
does, big old Green Lantern megaphone, get out the way, people.
Get out of the area.
He did he did everything he could besides going around and picking all of them up and moving them. But he shouldn't have to do that. He's here to fight the big kaiju in the streets.
Yeah, the kaiju's in the streets, people are still working, no one cares.
That one guy was sitting there eating some kind of yogurt or something in his TV shop, just peeking out the window. Oh, kaiju fight going on. And then later his shop windows get blown in, and he just gets knocked back. And I'm like, I don't feel that bad for you because
No.
you willingly chose to sit there in your shop eating your yogurt and just watching the fight.
Yeah,
Like why?
no. Oh, Superman will save us. It's like,
Yeah, but you want to make his job a little easier. You shouldn't have to be in danger. You can get yourself out of danger.
yeah. So
Do that, please.
Yeah, please. Bye-bye. Yeah, just crazy. Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Yeah,
You
no.
meet Hot Girl. Yeah, I don't really know much. A little angsty, a little bit different than how I kind of interpreted that character, but we'll see how she grows a little bit at the end when she sees everything happening with the political climate. Like, they do decide to do the right thing, because morality doesn't have political lines, and that's a little bit of a theme of this movie, which I think is good.
Got to keep in mind too, this Justice Gang is not the true Justice League, for one, and two, they are owned by a corporation, the Lord Tech Corporation. So they represent a individual owner, billionaire dude. So they, in a sense, they have his agenda. So if he wants to push for a certain political party, I'm sure they're under contract. If we're going to get legalese real quick, I'm sure they're under contract to be on this team probably. So yeah, if he says they got to do it, they got to do it. This is not a true fight for justice kind of group. This is a corporation group. They want to fight for that, but they probably do have a little bit of oversight because they're not the true Justice League that hopefully we will get one day.
Quick question about the Lord Corporation. Is that Maxie Lord? Is that
Maxwell Lord, yes.
Yes, so that is him?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Fun
Okay.
little factoid, that is James Gunn's brother too, Sean Gunn,
Okay.
who did a lot of the motion capture for Rocket in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Interesting. Okay. So we're definitely world building, and that's
Oh,
awesome. And then the best member of this team, Mr. Terrific. And like the T-spheres and the dryness and everything about this character is awesome. Like,
Yeah.
really, really do like the callback, and not a very big character. Probably like Green Lantern's big, Guy Gardner wasn't.
Yep.
But Green Lanterns were big. Mr. Terrific is the only guy who kind of comes out of nowhere a little bit. He's a known character-ish, and maybe Justice League Unlimited, but not a big one.
I mean, if you're a fan of the Arrowverse that aired on CW for all those years, he had made several appearances
Okay, I
in the
didn't know
Arrow
that.
show.
That's awesome. Okay.
That's where I was first introduced to him, was through the Arrow show, and he didn't have as much cool tech because they didn't have the cool budget, but his character was interesting. But this movie made me love him a whole lot more. Like, just really seeing how far his tech could go and how he almost could rival Luthor on his brain power and stuff.
I think I read like third smartest person on the planet.
I could see that.
Yeah, it was like Luthor, and there might have been one.
I'm pretty sure, I could be mistaken, it could be my fanboying, but I'm pretty sure Batman is up there.
Yeah, like maybe Batman,
Maybe not
Luthor.
as smart, but it's just his
Terrific.
tactical mind.
Yeah,
it
well,
still
no-
has him ranked high.
No, yeah, Batman's definitely up there as well. Like
yeah.
with all of those people, just up in the top 5, top 10 for
Yes.
sure. You have, so we go from Baravia to the big kaiju because they broke in, they stole the dog. You have the
Yes.
where's the dog, and then after that, you know, because during all that and after the kaiju fight, they're like, oh, we encrypted the rest of this video, which kind of puts a difference if it's not doctored, which you kind of, in my heart, I kind of feel like it is, and they might come back that it was, even though I was like, oh, and they can absolutely do that. I was like, oh, Lex said it was, and Mr. Terrific said it was, but it wasn't. And they could definitely come back to that, but it's definitely a different feel for Superman's parents.
I've heard a theory that I enjoy that we'll talk about later about how they could have doctored it, but James Gunn has done several post interviews since the movie came out, and he has pretty much said it is real.
Okay.
And they made several attempts in the movie to convey to you that it was real.
Okay.
And he's kind of dumbfounded that people are still questioning it. But it is different, but I mean, what Zack Snyder did was different too.
No, I'm okay with
I
it.
don't think it's the worst.
No.
'Cause I like how the moral he got out of the movie was, what you wanted it to mean says more about you than what it actually says.
Yeah.
What he wanted it to be was, they sent me here to do good for this planet and to protect these people, not to rule over them.
Yeah.
And that's the way he took it, and that says more about his character. And I agree. What he wanted it to mean means a whole lot more than what they actually sent him there to do.
Yep, and how he was raised, and Ma and Pa,
Yeah.
and all of those kinds of things. But funny thing, if anyone is going to deliver that particular line to Superman's son, it's got to be Bradley Cooper, right?
Oh yeah,
Like
that was a fun cameo when I first watched the movie. I was like, "What in the world is Bradley Cooper doing here?" That was awesome.
oh, he's going to be the worst Superman dad ever. Lord over them, my son. Such a Bradley Cooper.
Destroy any who will resist you. Oh yeah.
They just.
I love how nobody is complaining that it was Bradley Cooper. We're all complaining about what he had to say. We're like, "How could you use Bradley Cooper for this? Come on, it's Bradley Cooper."
We love you more than land. By the way, repopulate the planet and rule. Yeah. So
Yeah,
no.
fun messaging.
Definitely fun and definitely a good choice of actor to convey that particular message. So that
Yes.
comes out. You know, you can see Superman's battling a little bit with that. They call for his arrest. He turns himself in Superman fashion.
That scene right before he does, where he's talking about the dog, I don't know why, but I really love that scene because it's not even his dog for one, and he's not even a big fan of the dog. He even says like the dog's not even that good of a dog,
not even that good
but he's
dog.
alone, and I want to do something to help him.
Yeah. He's
don't
alone
know.
and he's
I'm
probably
not the biggest
scared.
pet person either, but like that just stuck out to me. I was like, that's just Superman.
Just the heart of Superman for
Yes,
any living
just
being.
The heart of Superman.
Like even the kaijus, like Intergalactic Zoo, like did not
Yes.
want it to end that way.
And then he saved the squirrel. I feel like that was a little bit of overkill. But I mean,
Very Superman.
Same sentiment in the same vein, though. He just wanted to protect every living creature, even the one that was terrorizing the city. Which that's Superman. You know, I loved that.
And going back a little bit, one thing that I want to talk about before we move on with the movie is so Lois and Clark / Superman have this interview-ish as him
Yes.
being Superman about this whole. I don't want to say it wrong. Janipur.
Yawhanpur.
Yawhanpur.
Something like that. I'm pretty sure it's a made-up country, folks. So if
Okay.
we butcher it, it's not the end of the world.
So they're talking about all of that, and so basically, what Superman did is there was Bravia was going to invade another country, basically to take their land and different. You know, you can connect that in today's climate if you would like to, and so all of that happens, and Superman stops them, and that creates a lot of problems because there were different treaties, and they're saying, well, this was an American interference, and Superman's like, no, I wasn't representing America. I was representing me. I was representing the morality, the point of morality of saving life. It was not about politics, not about any of that. And I think even in Lois's heart, someone to step outside of any social construct to do what was right, no matter what anyone else said, no matter the money, anything. Morality came first. And I think even for her, like as she's questioning it, like what makes you think you can do that? And it was like, why is that even a question? What makes you think you can do what's good? What makes you think you can do what's best? Like he didn't even, like, how do you even comprehend that question is just because you should. Just because that's morality. And I love that this movie was willing to go there, or at least that's, other people might have an interpretation of that. That's my interpretation of that. In a story, you can, that's what I took away from that conversation. And I feel like the world, and in this world definitely, if there was a metahuman named Superman would be intimidated by someone who could bypass all of that just to do what was right. And also there being truth of a moral good, like a truth, like a solid truth, which I do believe in this world that there are truths. It's not just one there are truths that stand out above what opinion or what is subjective. There is solid truth out there. And I think that Superman was standing a little bit for that just for the just that life was sacred, and that's what he was going to defend. And it didn't matter about political allegiance, and that's stopping moral truth. Morality did not have political allegiances, and it scared people. So all that to say, I love that this movie was willing to go there. And I mean, what is today's date? Today is September 28th, 2025, and I think that we need that message today.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hard climate out there. So absolutely that there is hard truth and that life is sacred, and it doesn't matter, like even they tried to make political reasons why it was good to invade that country. But if people were going to, it was a moral thing, not a political thing for Superman. And he's Superman. What are you going to do about it?
And I like the little twist at the end, though, where Lex was like, I wasn't using this as an excuse to kill you. I made the whole war up just so I could kill you. Like, all of this ended up being fake, and it was just fabricated just so Lex had a government approval to go after Superman.
Yeah.
Like, all of it was conscripted by him. None of it was a real war or anything like that.
Yeah. Because people didn't want, and
I just loved seeing Lex's manipulation of that, where they all thought they had it figured out. Oh, Lex was doing this just so he could stop Superman and get more land and have his utopia. No, he was willing to create an entire war between two different countries just so that the U.S. government would pretty much fund him to go kill Superman. Like, just the manipulation of it was incredible, and his character was amazing.
Yeah, no, very, very, yeah, no, I can't. It's hard to put that into words. He really did do a good job. I love the Luthor. I love the intensity of the Luthor at times. I love how vicious.
Speaking of his viciousness, real quick, so you remember when they go to the Fortress of Solitude, right? Mm-hmm. You remember the crew that he took with him? Mm-hmm. It's Eve Tosk. He took his girlfriend with him, the Ultraman, and then the tech lady. I'm blanking on her name right now.
The
cyborg girl.
Golly, I'm going to have it in a minute. It's not the technician. I'm going to have it.
I think it is the technician. Yes, it's the technician.
The engineer.
The engineer. Anyway, my point is, so Ultraman can hold his own and fight. So can the engineer. Why did he bring his girlfriend?
I don't know. Incriminating
If you watch
evidence?
that scene again, she is cowering behind them the entire time as saw blankets are going everywhere and robot parts are flying everywhere. I think he was okay if his girlfriend was collateral damage. I really do.
Yeah.
I do not think he cared about her well-being one bit. Because what was she there for? She was a liability. Knowing how smart Lex is and how his character is supposed to be, I 100% believe he was okay with her coming and dying, and that would have been fine with him.
No,
he might have been
absolutely.
trying for that, honestly.
No, that might have been
that's
part
how
of the
vicious
point.
this character is. And
Yeah.
I just, that stood out to me. I was like, why is she even here?
Yeah. So the man who died in the Pocket universe.
Oh, that was a great scene, but also a dark scene.
Yeah, and this movie does both. It doesn't
Yes.
have just the Superman and the little eye plunger thingies. It's also this dude dies, and then Elemental Man is just he's crying.
And then Lex's response was simply, "Oh, I didn't think it'd be that fast." Like he was hoping to get more torture out of that.
Yeah, and
It was
then the
just
Baravian
awful.
president's just over there laughing.
And then his final parting words were, "I'll be back tomorrow with somebody else that you have met once, probably. You don't care deeply about them, but knowing your character, you care a little bit about them. And I'm going to do the same thing again." It was great for character building, but man, it was putting Lex in a dark place.
Yeah, no, it was like, no, because you see him with his company people, and he seems kind of like, oh yeah, we did a good job, yay everyone.
When things go well, he pats him on the back and says, "Good job." One little mistake though, and there was the one scene he was creating a mess and just being a jerk just because he could.
Pick that up.
Ugh, his character was done so well. My goodness.
I'm going to start doing that to people that work for me. Pick that up. I might do that. That might actually happen.
I feel like this is going to happen to Blaine. Sorry.
I love it. I love it. I love that. That's amazing. Oh, that might happen.
Oh, my
I'm so
word.
sorry. Oh, dude. Okay. So he's in the Pocket universe. Mm-hmm. He's Elemental Man it is Elemental Man, right?
A Metamorpho.
I said it wrong. My bad. Metamorpho. The kryptonite thing. Lex made a mistake here. Because maybe if he had been a little bit softer, it might have worked. Killing him in front of Metamorpho was a mistake. Mm-hmm. So he creates that sun explosion, gets all that done. While this is happening, Lois Lane goes to the Justice Gang, just like, hey, please, we help. We need the help because, after their whole argument thing, you think that there may be going to be a breakup. Before he turns himself in, they have a good conversation. He says that he loves her. She's just kind of standoffish towards it, but
she went there to break up with him, and that you later learn that she was there to break up with him.
Yeah.
And then he drops the "I love you" bomb, and she's like, "Well, now I can't do it. It's kind of awkward." Turns
I
out it
think-
was for the best, but that was still kind of funny. Like, oh, you were going to dump him then? He's at a low point there. Why would you do that?
Oh, because life has a way of hitting that way, Chase.
Oh, yes. Don't I know it? Fun stuff.
So she goes, tries to talk Guy Gardner. It's against my vow to get into politics.
Oh.
Whenever there is something he doesn't want to do, he says it's against his vow.
Abusing the Green Lantern Corps vow. My word. That was a funny scene, though. 'Cause
Absolutely.
the whole glasses thing. Because I actually like how they talked about that, too. Because you always kind of wonder,
Yeah.
are people really that oblivious to Clark Kent versus Superman? It's only a pair of glasses. I love how they explain, because that is a comic thing, too.
Yeah.
They're hypno glasses. But that whole scene was, so you know about the hypno glasses?
She does now.
I do now, and I did before, but you really shouldn't be saying that. And then he goes, so you know he's Clark Kent? And she just goes, he tells everybody his alias. He can't be doing that. I just loved that. Because that shows, again, Superman's character. He is so trusting of people that he's willing to share his identity with them and stuff.
Make a move, Big Blue. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
and then the thing, we're of the cloth, gestures to his uniform. She's like, what? Like, you're not a priest. What do you mean of the cloth? Of the spandex cloth. We're heroes. That was so hilarious to me.
Oh man, hot girl's just chilling out there, very, very apathetic. Comes around.
I don't
towards
think
the
she
end.
was actually reading that newspaper. She was just trying to hide behind it because the
No, that's
conversation
true.
was getting awkward. She
Yeah.
didn't want to be there.
Interesting thing that I picked up later about her room. It was very artsy.
Yes.
So I thought that was pretty interesting, a little bit of a layer to that character. And then Mr. Terrific's just over there, also trying not to pay attention. But you could tell that character has empathy.
His little tech bro stuff, though. He's like, I guess I could track the nanites in him. I'm sorry, what? Oh, yeah, I put nanites in all my friends so I can track their blood. And Hot Girl looks down at her arm like, what? This is a simple tech bro thing, but when you think about it at a deeper level, it's a nice thing. He wants to be able to keep up with his friends if they get into a situation like this. But at the same time, the invasion of privacy, you just put nanites in all your friends? Like, what?
Dude,
But it's such an oblivious, like, introverted nerd thing, I feel like, for a big tech guy to do, kind of.
dude,
I don't know.
Travis, Mr. Terrific. I got to tell you, those nanites would be in a lot of people. I'd have one in Lex Luthor. I'd have one in the President. I'd have one.
See, now you're not even doing it to your friends. You're doing it to anybody.
Ooh,
and
I'm doing
everybody
it
you want to keep track
anybody.
of.
Yep. Nope. Anybody who's a liability.
Who's to say that he doesn't do that, though?
Oh, he definitely
But he
does.
only just mentioned the friends mission. Like, oh, yeah, I do it to my friends, but
Luthor's on the blood tracker for sure. Like,
I feel like Luther would be the one to know that it happened to him, though.
yeah, probably.
He would be the
That's
one
fair.
you have to be very cautious about doing it, because if he finds out, he's going to take those out of himself.
Oh yeah,
Because he doesn't want you tracking him. He wants to do shady things in the dark.
and
In the darkness.
so Mr. Terrific will ignore the slow garage door because you always have to have those little fun bits, right?
That was kind of, I mean, she had a good point, though. Like, he has that awesome flying ship. But he's just like, I haven't had time to get to the garage door yet. I've been busy putting nanites in my friend's blood so I could track them.
It takes time. You don't know how much time it takes.
Oh, my goodness.
Blood nanites are expensive, like the T-spheres.
I'm just-
I wonder. Ooh, that would have been a fun little cameo. It's like if you saw the blood, like at the end, that'd have been a cool mid cameo.
That would be
like they're just little teas.
a lovely little short film of him going around to all his friends and putting it in their blood without them
He's just
noticing.
patting on their back, and he's like, and they're like, "Hey," and he's like,
Oh,
Hey.
he does the little shoulder tap on the other shoulder, and then they look that way, and then he's got a T-sphere on the other side. Just a quick little needle, pops them in there, and then runs away. They're like, "Ow!" It's like, "Oh, I think I saw a gnat or something. Yeah, that's weird." Anyway, have a good day. Just
"Can you
runs
see the
off.
hot girl thing happening?" He's like, and then she just like kind of steps away, and then it's
She-
like
she
because he's a
screeches
little
at him.
awkward too.
She screeches at him.
So they hop in the ship, and then they go to this beach impromptu base thing,
That
which
place
is just kind
was
of weird.
confusing to me.
Yeah.
Because at the one scene where the hammer flies away, he flies right to that, and you can see the Metropolis skyline in the back. Are you telling me nobody noticed that he flew
I
off
thought about that
into
too. The
Lex
military
Luthor
should be
camp?
tracking these people for sure.
I mean, maybe it's far enough away to where you can't quite see, but it was a little suspect to me that it was
Agreed.
that close to Metropolis, and nobody was putting two and two together.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Oh,
But that scene where they show up to that, And then that was the first big needle drop. And James Gunn, he knows his needle drops. If you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
but he limited them in this movie, and he only did it twice, pretty much. And he did a great job with it. Oh my, I love that
Well, and this
song.
wasn't like a classic. This was definitely had a little bit of an alt feel to it.
Yeah.
It was a little alternative, but different than Guardians in the feel of the
Yes.
song, because it's a mid to late 2000s song.
And it's a good
not an
little
old
bop
song.
now.
Oh yeah,
I've had that thing on repeat since the movie.
Dun 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 dun.
And just the way he's
yeah.
flowing around with the T-spheres and using them to attack and stuff. And then I love when he grabs the one and just woo ups over his bubble. Like, that
yeah.
was so cool.
Oh yeah, no the fight
And
scene.
then Lois is just sitting there like,
I was like, oh, it's just the smart one, and they start yelling at him, and there's like no due process in them going after this guy because they think
Yes.
that everything's going to go. And you know that they think it's going to go okay because the people in the Hawaiian shirts are rushing him.
yes.
It's like, oh,
The
this
other
guy's,
nerds are attacking the nerd one, and I love how the big burly one in the mech suit was like, "Oh, it's the smart one. Like, this will be easy." It's kind of like in baseball, and outfield in, it's going to be an easy one. They're like, "Oh, this guy's going to go down, no problem. We're gonna handle him quickly." Oh,
No.
that was so good.
No.
The way they set that up, teed it off, and then let it rip. It was great.
So we get into that the whole metamorpho thing happens.
Yep.
They're fighting in this. They eventually get out, and now starts the problem because they left this portal open too long. It's going to split half of Metropolis. I like the one scene when Mr. Terrific's sitting there and he's trying to fix it. He's trying to figure it out with the computer, and someone like the camp is still open. Like the government should be there arresting people.
Yeah,
Okay?
they all wake back up and they don't immediately try to reattack him, which I think is kind of funny. But now they're just chill with him, messing around with their computers and doing stuff.
Yeah, they just go back to work. So that part's
Like,
a
I'm
little
just
dumb.
imagining the first person to walk back in once they wake up, like, oh, he's still here. They just slowly back up, like, I ain't getting messed up again by him.
Go,
And they're walking back, like, hey, he's still in there. He's messing around with our computer. Should we stop him? And then one guy's got like a big old whelp on his forehead. It's like, nah, leave him. I ain't dealing with that.
No, everything
That was
should be
just kinda
cleared up.
random.
Should be crawling with Flag and his military. That's who should be there. It should be Flag in the military, General Flag.
I mean, when you think about it, though, that was Luthor Corps area, I guess, been established. They attacked them, to be honest.
It's splitting the city apart.
Not.
A pocket universe has got to be
it hadn't started
illegal.
splitting it up
It's gotta
just
be
yet.
illegal, Chase.
It was, but they hadn't started splitting the city yet. That was right before it started splitting, where they were all getting groggy and getting awake still. But so I can see why maybe he wanted to keep it low, because also he wasn't sent there by Lord Tech.
It's a
So he was there on his own
multiverse
accord.
tap. I
don't know.
It's a class 3 felony, Chase. I don't know what it is, but it is.
It's probably several classes of felonies. Let's be real.
the crime against humanity. Oh my gosh! So he's trying to fix it, and this one of the girls from the camp who is still there, who shouldn't be there,
Yep.
walks up and is like, "Are you going to fix it?" He's like, "Am I going to fix it?"
Just the look he gives her, I have felt that before. I've given that look to some people before.
It's like, why are you asking? Why
what
are you still here?
I'm sitting there hunched over the computer, typing away. Are you going to fix that? What do you think I'm trying to do right now? I mean,
Why are you still here?
I felt
Why
that.
did you break it?
I felt that.
You broke the universe. You broke it.
This is why you don't create a pocket dimension, he says. Oh, it was great. It was just like, this
one
is
pecometer.
This is Tech 101. This is why you don't do this, because this bad thing's going to happen.
So all this
Great.
is happening, and now we're going. He goes. We have a little bit of a reprieve before Act 3.
Mm-hmm.
He goes. He gets a little bit of Ma and Pa love, and then he gets the call from Mr. Terrific. They're about to come after him. We're going to go full-fledged into Act 3, and we get an engineer fight, and they have this plan. It's like, okay, this is how we're going to kill him. Let's go. And the way that they try to kill him is kind of dark.
Yes, but I think it could have worked potentially too, because when you think about it, Superman's indestructible besides kryptonite. They've already established they don't really have much kryptonite left on the planet right now. So I think it wasn't a guaranteed way to work, but it was an ingenious way to try, I feel like, of something. But because I feel like there were still unknowns though, because they were filling his lungs with nanotech, and the one tech bro was like, can he hold his breath for like over an hour? Like that was like their best guess at that point was he could at least hold his breath for over an hour. They're like, yeah, but we're gonna squeeze the air out of his lungs, and that'll hurt him more. Like it was a dark way, but I feel like it was a very possible way to maybe do it
Yeah.
without, straight up kryptonite, which we all know would work.
So and then, Lex Luthor definitely has Superman beat fist for fist.
Yes.
So using Ultraman, like, that usually works out. It only kind of went his way when he smartened up and blinded Lex Luthor to fight patterns.
I loved the whole system he created with the fight patterns.
That was pretty cool.
That was so ingenious to have memorized every move of him and categorized it and counters for it and stuff. And the way he was spouting them off, he had that whole thing memorized. He knew the individual moves and he knew how to combo them. If he could have been in the suit, I think things would have gone differently.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
I think we might get there eventually too.
No,
I'll talk
because there
about
is a
that in little
Luthor
bit.
suit. There is, and I think that could be coming in Man of Tomorrow for sure.
We'll hit
Yeah.
that in a little bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Yes, because I love the one part. It's just 1A, 1A, 1A. That she was just pounding him in the face and just yelling at his passion behind it. It felt like a cool video game, and it was well done stuff. Yes,
Dude, the team that Luthor had behind him were all in.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought that was pretty cool. They were really like that team managing the fight and managing Ultraman were all in for this cause. They
Yeah.
weren't just employees; they were all in the cause, which I thought was pretty. Like the two guys who released the kaiju. Like I felt like Luthor Corps' team was pretty solid.
Yeah, he definitely handpicked them.
Yeah,
For sure.
No, like believers in the cause, not just money mercenaries.
Yes.
Like even the people on the beach, I felt like this was a cult.
Yeah.
Like again, like they believed that Superman was a threat, and like in what they were doing.
And they believed Lex was the best way to get rid of him.
Yeah,
and that
and-
Lex could lead them into a brighter,
Well, and if that's what they-
technical, logical future.
Yeah, and if they didn't want Superman, and I don't know
Yeah.
if they were wrong of someone who could like, yeah, Lex is the arch enemy. Lex is the number one for Superman. So that's not completely unfounded.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So we have that, and then like all of that happens. They figure out how to stop it. Ultraman gets dumped into the
Black hole.
Into the black hole. He could come back as something. We talked about that a little
Yes.
earlier. He's going to talk about that here in a minute, but could come back as something else. I'd be very excited to see possibly a Bizarro come out of
Bizarro,
that.
yes.
That'd be pretty amazing. Ultraman turn into Bizarro a little bit. That'd be the first time for Bizarro. Would love that. We get to this speech about him. That's where you've always had me wrong, Lex. It was like I mess up in just this speech. And I think that's what I love really about this movie is just the heart of humanity behind it for Superman, and just being on the morality side of it, and just say, I mess up and I try, and being a little cheesy, but being that hero character. He is that. And I love that, and then Crypto beats the snot fire out of
It was kind of a fun callback to like a Loki and Hulk situation from Avengers
It
1.
was.
But this time, the Hulk character was teeny tiny little Crypto.
Yeah, which is
and
which I kind of like better.
Lex Luthor, not big, but he was definitely bigger than Crypto.
He's
Throwing
just
around like a
screaming.
rag doll. My word.
The screams, I love it. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was great.
Oh man, and Crypto got him, and he's standing up, and then they basically, like, the news comes on, and they busted him for
gets
everything.
outed.
And really should be thrown away for life because of the damage that he has done by opening
Yes.
this pool. It's awful. Like what has been done is awful. They figure out a way to fix it and save the day.
Yep.
My gosh, it wraps up pretty good. We have a lot of chances for a sequel. We get to meet Supergirl a little bit when she comes to pick
Yep.
up Crypto. We're going to build some, like as we talked about at the beginning, there's a lot of world building in this that's going to be huge, and a lot of different levels, because Supergirl's a very different character.
Speaking of world building, for you Batman fans out there, did you see the Gotham tease in this?
I did not.
When the city is getting destroyed at the end, they pan over and there's a tunnel, and there's the green city signs, and one of them says "This way to Gotham City." That was a fun little Batman teaser to titillate your palate as you wait for Batman.
Man,
Excited for that. Oh, I love Batman.
A James Gunn Batman. I'm interested. I'm really
I
interested.
don't know if he'll be the one writing and directing that one. That might be one he outlets to somebody else, because he won't be doing all these movies because he knows he can't write and direct all of them. He did write and direct this one. Supergirl, he is not writing or directing that one. He will be writing the sequel, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But a lot of these won't be done by him, but he'll still be over them, and he'll get to help shape the way the story flows. But that'll help lead into the different tones and stuff, as it won't be all from him. It'll be different directors and their visions and stuff. So that'll be cool to look into as well.
No, I'm excited about it. I really am excited about this future. Again, I've been more of a DC fan. Like, Marvel's been bigger, and really it was a fun ride, and I hope that maybe, like with Doomsday coming out, it could be a could continue a little bit. We will see. I don't know. I don't know about all that.
I see a path where they can get back to where they were being good, but we'll see how they do to get there. At the very least, hopefully, DC will continue to do good and provide healthy competition.
Yeah.
To where they can't just keep outputting whatever they want, and if it doesn't do good, oh well, we have no competition. Hopefully now, with DC putting out good quality content, they'll have competition they got to keep up with.
Agreed.
Which will push both to keep doing better stories, which benefits us, the viewers.
Yes, it does. It does. The experience, I had a great experience. I love this movie.
A lovely theater experience.
It was fun. Great, good time. I like a movie that'll provide entertainment, but also stuff to think about, and this movie did that, and it did it well. Good portrayal of the characters, brought some new stuff in. James Gunn was really good at that. I'm excited for where it can go. It was good. So things going forward.
Oh, real quick, did you hear about the trunks story for Superman?
No.
So he's wearing the trunks on the outside of his suit again. And the story behind why they chose to do that, which I love, this is harkening back to the character of Superman. David Cornswet fought for this. Okay. And his reasoning was, he knows he's an all-powerful alien, but he wants to feel approachable to the people, more specifically to the kids. And what would make him feel approachable if he's a silly man wearing red underwear on the outside of his suit? And I just love how he dove into the character and was like, this makes sense for the character and his characteristics and how he is. He wants to feel approachable. He knows he could be scary because of his power. So what's the way to combat that is, I'm going to put the trunks back on. I think I should have them because that'll make him feel more approachable. Look a little silly. And I thought that was so cool because once again, it was just showing they understood the character of Superman in this, and they nailed it.
Comic book good guy, and that's what Superman is. And I really feel like they captured that, and it was good.
Yes. But sequels now.
Okay.
So the next direct sequel will be Supergirl next summer.
Okay.
But we have since been given a wonderful news that there will be a second actual sequel to Superman coming out in 2027.
Okay.
It has been titled thus far as Superman Man of Tomorrow. And the teaser image that James Gunn gave us with the finished script, he's already written the script and he has like a second draft of it already. There was a neat little half x-rayed of a human head and you can see the brain. And for those of you who know the comics, we all hope and believe he's teasing Brainiac, another well-known villain of Superman.
Yep.
And also really the Justice League. Like this is it's a big time villain. But for those of you who know about the Man of Tomorrow comics, which I don't know much about, apparently that is a big comic run where Lex Luthor does in fact have his mech suit.
Yes.
Which I think story-wise for what we're doing here flows very well.
I heard about a team up.
He's already got his fighting, and then he could through that. The team up, are you talking about the Batman?
No. Luthor and Superman.
Oh, yes. They could team up.
For Brainiac, for humanity.
Brainiac, yes, because that's what I'm saying. He is a Superman villain, but he's more powerful than that, though. Like it very well could take more than just Superman.
I mean, he is a villain. He don't hear me say this and be like, oh, he's a good guy. No. Luthor is a villain, but Luthor doesn't want humanity wiped out. He wants humanity intact
for
himself, with him on top, and that's his whole problem with Superman. But to team up with Superman for a minute to get what he wants, not below Luthor at all. Maybe a little bit of a hit in the pride, but he got hit in the pride a lot.
This could be
did it.
one of those subversions where Brainiac is the villain for 90% of the movie, and they defeat him at the end, only for Lex Luthor to be like, no, now's my time to strike, while Superman is weak. I don't know. But that's how big of a villain Brainiac is, that he's got the brains of Lex Luthor, but he's got the fighting ability of Superman pretty much.
Yeah, there were some comic book lines where
this
Brainiac
could get
actually wiped out Krypton.
Oh, yeah, because he likes a little bit of a character background. He likes to collect worlds, and he has a way to miniaturize them and put them in like little snow globe things almost, where he can just walk around his spaceship, which is a cool-looking spaceship, like a big skull with tentacles that float around. It's really cool.
Another storyline, Supergirl was in one of those.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yep, that's part of the reason that the timeline on her was off, is because
Yes.
she actually got caught by Brainiac. I don't know if this is that particular timeline. If they're bringing him in, they could tease that at the end of Supergirl.
And I feel like this will definitely be kind of a Lex Luthor situation. He won't defeat the villain permanently with Brainiac, because he's one you can bring back from multiple stories. He's in multiple stories. It could just be one of those, they defeat him for now, send him away or something, but Brainiac is one you can bring back because he is a fun villain to
Or they
dive
start the
into.
prison or it might not be, I don't know if Mr. Terrific's going to let them open up the pocket dimension again.
We don't know where they're going to go,
But there was a prison. Like in the comic
Yes.
books, there was a prison, so maybe they'll figure that out.
who knows?
I don't
We
know.
have plenty of places to go.
So for me, this is a must see. If you like movies, you should watch the Superman movie. If you like the Snyderverse, watch the Superman movie. Give it a shot. If you like the Marvel universe, great. Watch the Superman movie. For me, it's a must see. It's very much worth. We're past the theatrical run on this release of Cinema Talks, but it would have been worth that. Like it's on HBO Max right now.
For those of you who still buy physical media, it is available now. You can buy it on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K.
Yep, it's worth all of that. This is great. Definitely, I think it's probably a 9 for me.
This was a 10 out of 10 for me. I love it. 5 stars.
I just don't give 10s. If I give a 10, it's because
If you
it's
know
the best
me,
thing
I
I've ever
give
seen.
full marks to a lot of movies.
Nah,
I don't
I'm not
care.
a 10 guy.
I love
a German judge. No, I'm not going to give. It's got to be amazing. And this was great. Like a 9 is a great rating
Oh,
for
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Most things would have gotten an 8. Or if I like it, I'll give it an 8. But I really, really like this one. It's a must see. Watch this movie.
Yes.
Again, do you have anything else?
I can't. I'm just going to be repeating myself at this point. Go
Nice.
watch it if you can. If you've seen it, go watch it again. If you haven't seen it, go watch
You-
it. What are you doing? Our video's about over. Go watch the movie now.
Yeah, go watch it. You pick up on things the second, third time around. It's
yeah.
definitely worth it. And again, I'm Travis.
I'm Chase.
This is Cinema Talks. Thank you for watching. If you would, please like, comment, and subscribe below on our YouTube channel. Like our Instagram page. We've got some things coming and a little bit of a thing for Chase. We might have some merch coming.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't know about that till right now. We might have some merch coming very soon.
Guys, we're going to have merch potential.
We're gonna have merch.
I'm so
We're gonna do
psyched right now, guys.
Yeah, there's possibly going to be an unboxing on one of our videos. We'll let you know. All right.
Yeah.
Y'all have a great one.
Catch y'all next time.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.